2007 Subaru STI.
Welcome to Behind the Build. This is a series where I do a sit down with fellow car enthusiasts and we talk about their journey from the very beginning to present day. Not only the modifications done to their car, but the experiences they've had along the way. This is episode 1 and this is my friend David here in his 2007 STI. I guess my first question for you is what initially got you into Subarus?
Well, I wasn't really into Subarus at first. I didn't really like Subarus. But about 8 years ago, myself and my girlfriend were in the favorite car. At the time I had a 2001 Prelude, so I definitely needed more space. I needed a sedan. Yeah. But I didn't want to give up a performance car, a little bit of the sporty.
You had to look for something that was going to be, and was going to suit both worlds.
Yeah, suit both worlds. So I was initially looking for an Evo.
Okay.
That's what I really wanted.
I feel disrespected, but go ahead.
Anyways, but they were too expensive at the time, and I only had $18,000 to play with. So I landed on a 2004 Subaru STI.
How did you end up buying this Subaru in particular?
Well, this car, it just kind of landed on my lap, I guess you can say. At the time, I was building a Forester manual. I was going to do a full STI swap, fully built. And this shell, it was a shell before what it is now.
Literally shell.
It was a shell.
Yeah.
Which came with a lot of good stuff. Like it had the body kit, it had the hood, and some other stuff. So I really decided, like, do I want to stick with my Forester, keep going, or sell my Forester and purchase another GD chassis? So I sold my Forester, I sold it, and I picked this up.
And how many years ago was that?
That was about 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, and it sat in a garage. It sat at a shop for about 2 years, and they couldn't get it done. There's a lot of stuff that happened at that shop where the owners split up, so I had to pick up my car. And then I took it to some other guy, another mechanic, and he was going to build it for me, where we had like an initial plan. But then he got into 2 car accidents right after another. So that's why it delayed the build. It kept just going and going. So like finally, like just one of my buddies helped me out, and he did me like a huge solid.
and just helped get it on the way.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I guess this is where we can kind of dive into, obviously not all the modifications, because a car of this caliber just has too many to name. Yeah. So let's name like a few from the outside, inside.
Yeah. I think the first thing that I see right away is the body kit. Yeah. The sport body kit. It's authentic, wide body. Definitely done right. The body shop who did it, I think they're out of Oakland, they did it just like an amazing job. Not only that, the hood, it's a Vargas hood, super rare. Not a lot of people are running it. Yeah. If you look out, you can see the WRC mirrors, the roof vent,
and then like BIS trunk.
Everything. So just a little bit of everything.
And then as far as like engine modifications, just a pretty
engine, well, it's fully built, long block, so forged internals. So I did weisco pistons, mounting rods, all the APR like the head studs, and I did king bearings, Cosworth camshafts.
Do you know what the duration is? Like 268, 272?
I think they're the 272s.
Oh, okay.
They're the S2 grind 272s.
Yeah. Like, it must be nice. I got the 268s, bro. Do me dirty.
Well, I had a lot of parts just in storage.
Yeah.
So I just decided just to slap everything on. I think the hardest part for me to get was the 07 STI transmission. That took me a while.
And you wanted to tell some people about like what's kind of different about the 07 STI transmission versus the 4 to 6?
Though the gearing's different,
Yeah.
you have a longer 6 gear, and also the rear diff's different too. So that's like the main thing right there.
Yeah.
That's different. You can't run this rear diff on a different STI, different year STI.
So I have a 04 STI swap, and I should have done 07.
07,
But it's fine.
yeah.
Eventually I'll do one. Eventually I'll do one. What is your top 3 personal favorite modifications?
Top 3 that I like absolutely love. Well, for sure, I love the roof vane. Ever since it came out.
You love that thing, bro. You love it. It's honestly pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Ever since it first came out, like I've wanted it on my car.
Yeah.
The mirrors too, like just because I rarely see the mirrors.
Yeah.
And I've held on to them for such a long time. And same thing with my gauges. Those gauges from the first STI. So I actually took off the gauges and I held on to them for
that's actually pretty sick.
a while. Yeah.
That first 04 STI that you had.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah. So I took everything. I took the gauges off and I kept them because they were super rare, hard to find.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Other than that, well, the body kit. I'm not gonna lie, the body kit's amazing. Hood's amazing.
Yeah.
There's just so much. I love.
So many things about it.
I'm in love. You know?
At what point, or was there ever a point where you wanted to give up on the build? And if so, can you kind of describe that? And also, what made you kind of persevere through that? Like what at the end, what did you see at the end where you're like, it's gonna all be worth it?
I think there was throughout the whole build. There's so many like pivotal points where I said I wanted to give up.
Yeah.
Like the first one was the shop that I first had it at.
Yeah.
It just took forever. I lost a lot of money. I lost like $1,800. I couldn't get back. The guy that was working on it, when he got into his accidents, he didn't really want to let the car go because I already put a deposit down, so he didn't want to pay me back. And he just took forever. So that was another step right there where I wanted to give up. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I just wanted to just get rid of it.
Just throw it away. Yeah.
And there were just so many times where I kept getting like little yields, like little hiccups, you know. But I just kept going. Like I wanted the car to run.
So I've known you for a few years now, and like going back a while, he would tell me about this car because all I saw was your bug eye, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I had a bug eye.
So we swapped wheels a while ago. I bought parts from him and stuff like that. Met through mutual friends, but then it was this car you kept showing me over and over and over, and I was like, is it actually yours? Because I never saw it. It was like at your friend's house, stuff like that.
It was at the guy's house.
This is the legend. It really is a legend.
This is a legend.
Yeah.
Well, not only you didn't believe me, but I think I said in the previous video, my uncles didn't believe me, my friends didn't believe me.
Because it was so long.
Yeah.
So long at a time.
Yeah.
Like you're just talking about this car that. Yeah. Where is it?
Yeah. And I had all these parts in my garage.
I remember the first day I saw it.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for someone that's looking to get into Subarus, or they have a Subaru right now, or they kind of aspire to have a build similar to yours? Any small, it doesn't have to be crazy advice, just like some small pointers that they can
research, read. Like I get a lot of questions like on Instagram. And all the questions you can find on forums. And that's how I learned. I learned on forums.
Yeah.
I asked other like other people like that had like similar builds, and like I asked them questions. Like if you're gonna start it, you gotta go with it.
You have to finish it to have something that a lot of people would consider special. I feel like, you know, like you can tell. Yeah. Especially.
Yeah.
So
I guess the journey is a pretty cool journey. Yeah. You start off with almost like you say like
nothing.
Yeah. You know, then you keep working, and it's the long run satisfaction that you get.
I feel like another thing is like if you do something similar to that, doesn't necessarily have to be that. If you accomplish something that took so long to do, and like the feeling is like something you can't describe, or you can't buy the feeling, you can't do anything about that. Yeah. But then it's almost addicting, you know?
Yeah. That's
then
what
now
it is,
you're like I can't stop kind of thing. It's like
well, that's like it's something that you love. It's a passion. It's like a commitment that you do.
Yeah.
And that's what you fall in love with it, and that's what happened with me. I fell in love with cars, and ever since then I just kept going.
I feel like a lot of people, they don't understand that, but it's like at the same time we don't understand why people get obsessed with other things. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So
heels.
Heels, I don't get. Yeah. These are banger questions, bro. If you were to sell it, in a world you got over it, if you were to sell it, what's the car that you would want to get and build? Not Subaru.
I think if I already have like my top 3 cars that I would pick.
Yeah.
Definitely a GTR.
Okay.
Just because.
What one though? 34, 32, 35?
Either or, but if I could, of course, the 34, if not the 33.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that car is so unique.
Yeah.
That if you have that car, like you're in a unique class.
Yeah.
Car
people.
car people. It's just a different class. Yeah. How rare it is. So I think I'll do like a GTR or something like that.
So you love Japanese?
I love Japanese.
Okay.
You know, I love Japanese. I grew up like my dad, they liked Impalas.
Yeah.
My uncles, they liked the Camaros. Like they had IROCs. They had the RS.
Yeah.
So they had those T-tops like back in the 90s and everything. So
Okay.
I grew up around cars.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with imports with my cousin. He used to race Hondas.
Okay.
So we would go to the races
Yeah.
in Salinas.
Yeah.
And that's where I fell in love with
Like
with
the
cars.
just JDM culture, Japanese
Yes.
cars, easily tunable,
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then when Subaru first came out, I didn't really like them.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just didn't like them.
Weird.
And like I said, I just fell in love. Once I drove one, and once I kept doing it, I fell in love with it. Yeah.
All right, my last question. This is what I'm going to ask every person during a behind the build. And I feel like when you have a car like this and you're on social media, you get very common questions over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So this is your place. You have top 3 questions that you get most in your DMs.
Yeah.
What are the questions and what are the answers to them?
What hood am I running or bonnet am I running? So it's a very vented hood.
Okay.
What body kit am I running? It's an M Sport wide body kit.
Uh-huh.
My wheel specs. Everybody wants to know my
Yep.
wheel specs. Back in the day, no one would give you wheel specs. No one.
Yeah.
You had to find out the hard way.
Yeah.
And I had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my wheel specs, these are 18 by 10.5 with an offset of plus 15. Tires are 295, 30, 18. So those are my wheel specs for anybody that wants them.
I think we covered all the bases.
I didn't go over like my turbo kit or you don't care about that?
Let's go with the turbo. Let me know. Last details.
Last details of the build. 35R. Racing kit. Bigger injectors, 1300. Hardwire fuel pumps, 450 walbro. And I have some custom stuff as well from BDR. Fabrication. He did a little expansion tank, little tiny one.
Mm-hmm.
He did some fender braces. He did a lot of work on my car too, so he helped me out a lot. Powder coating, all the powder coating in the engine bay. Mm-hmm. What else can I say?
And then who's it tuned by? Your boy.
It's Ron.
Uh-huh.
His name's on the forum back in iClub, the iClub days. His name was Stinger.
Okay.
So he's the one that sold me the turbo kit, and
Yeah.
that's how I met him.
Yeah.
Ron, and he's an amazing guy.
Sweet.
He's up in the valleys, like Stockton.
Yeah.
So it's amazing too.
That's the boy. Do you have like an email that we can like link down below, or
This guy-
is it like only like word of mouth?
Word of mouth. That's it.
Savage.
And this guy, he does.
And let him know how to do the tuning. So not on a dyno.
Not on the dyno, is
Legit tuning, road tuning.
Road tuning.
Yes.
So pretty much, I gave him my model list.
Yeah.
I had to do some tests before I get there, so like a boosting test, smoke test, make sure the car's 100. Unfortunately, mine wasn't when I got there, so he actually helped me out. We worked on my car for a whole night.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just go. We start doing pulls. So he'll sit in the passenger seat. He'll tell me to do a pull. He'll look at the data log on his computer, make some adjustments, and we'll just go all night. We'll go from like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. non-stop.
That's fucking crazy.
So this car has had so many revisions already.
Yeah. And what I put down like recently was, what was it, like
535, like 530 to
on
the
E85.
wheels. E85.
Yeah.
On 23 pounds of boost.
Okay.
1,300 injectors. But like I said, it's like I'm changing the whole. As I'm continuing with the build, like I want to change it up.
Yeah.
Because now, like I don't.
Kind of refining everything, making it like perfect.
Yeah. So I started off thinking I wanted meth.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to go flex fuel because there's no meth where I live.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with the meth kit.
Yeah.
Ran the meth kit.
Meth is the injection, by the way.
Yes.
Not like, we don't do drugs out here, all right? You stay safe.
So I did the meth kit.
Yeah.
And it was okay. It felt good, but it wasn't the power that I wanted for the build.
Yeah.
So then I needed to switch my injectors since I had a bad batch of injectors.
Yeah.
So then I ran 1050s.
Yeah.
And then we did meth, and I think from there I pulled like 450 to the wheels. And then now I went with the 1300s E85, and we pushed 530s for the wheels. So now there's a little bit of lag to the turbo size, so I want to go from front mount to a big Spirco top mount, just to kind of like get the boost a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
So I want that power like as soon as it hits. So that's what I built the car for. Like I want to be able to drive the car and enjoy the car.
Yeah. And
not have to be like, oh, I don't want to drive it because, you know,
this and that.
Yeah. It's too aggressive.
Drive
or whatever.
it.
Yeah.
To enjoy it.
Yeah. So that's the main purpose of the car. I want it to look nice, drive nice, and like and just enjoy it. And like, yeah, I love the journey. You know, like just love.
I think you do. You almost love it more than me, bro. I feel disrespected. No, but I think it's nice. Like kind of like what I want to bring from these videos is, especially with you, is I feel like you have like a pretty positive outlook, the most positive outlook on kind of cars and the journey that like I know, which is kind of nice. And I think it's nice to kind of share with people. Like for example, there's probably gonna be a lot of people watching these videos and their car's probably currently down.
Yeah.
And like everyone in the car, when we say car's down, that means like you have a problem, you're trying to fix it. And just know that it's normal. Yeah. Like, don't think just because, like, you see these crazy cars on Instagram, every car's going to get problems. Yeah. But, like, you just got to work through it. Yeah. And just, it's all part of it. It's literally, it's just life. Like, that's just, it is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah. There's some instances where I had to do things that I didn't want to do. Yeah. You know?
And it's going to forever be that way. To, like, have a car that's heavily modified, you can't expect it not to break. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. It's part of the game. So I think that's going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. Also, we got his Instagram right here. It's spool_n. Yeah. So we're going to have his Instagram pop up over here as well. And also, I'll have a link to the Instagram down below. And I think that's going to be it. Sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Awesome. If you guys enjoyed episode 1 of my new series, Behind the Build, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. As always, we hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Sweet.
Wow.